All right, Black and Asian relations. This should be a really interesting topic because, well, this is something that a lot of people want to know about.
As promised, it's going to be a 3 minute video on my thoughts on Asian and Black interaction with our culture and whatnot. I also want to preface this video by saying that this is based off of personal experiences or things that I've learned in life, so I may be miseducated. I am open to conversation, and if you are willing to teach me about it, I'm game. Now, like I said before, I think there is a huge difference between cultural appropriation and appreciation, and the key difference is self education. Now, I say self education because, like I said before, it is not black people's responsibility to teach Asians about their culture and their way of life. So, the main thing is that if you're going to enjoy someone's culture or profit off of it, you better know why it exists and how to properly navigate through it.
He said there's a difference between cultural appropriation and appreciation. See, the way blacks look at it, because our culture has been pimped so many times, and people of other races and people of other cultures have made so much money off of our culture. We kind of we gatekeep our culture because just like, how come you profit billions off of our culture, but blacks are still left in the same situation afterwards? Our culture is not a business proposition. Our culture is not a business come up. Our culture is a part of who we are, and it's shared relations with our struggles and things that we've gone through is expressed through our culture in so many different ways. It's personal. So I don't understand cultural appreciation.
Like Chin said in his video, there are a lot of references to Asian culture within black culture or the creations that they make. Wu-Tang Clan, the way that the Boondocks is animated. The list goes on.
Yeah.
And we as Asians do the same thing.
It's true.
Now, the big problem that I have with mainland Asians using black culture or biting off of black culture is that they're appropriating it. They simply lack the education to understand why it exists or where it's from or who to credit. If you're a fan of Korean music, you'll see a lot of influence of black culture in K-pop, K-rap, K-R&B, all of it. On the bright side, and people don't actually know this, but some of the music is actually produced by black producers, or the choreography is made by black choreographers. I know a couple. Suffice it to say, I condemn Asians that use black hairstyles. It just doesn't make sense. They have cultural ties to certain braiding styles, and it's a protective hairstyle.
My thing is, all right, so he says he doesn't like when Asians have black hairstyles. And as a black person, I'm saying, look, I don't mind if an Asian has a black hairstyle. But oftentimes what I find is that a lot of people who are a part of our culture and they like our culture, whatever the case is, and then they do the same things as us and wear hairstyles like us, dress like us, talk like us, all the whole 9 yards, and we let you guys in. A lot of times, you guys don't fully appreciate or even care about us. Y'all just like the style. Where for us, it's not just a style; it's very personal, like he said. Like, you know what I mean. But if you're a person, let's say you marry into it, like you say you're Asian, and it's like, okay, here's the thing. Like DJ Khaled is a good example. He is in a black community through and through. He's an Arabic person from over there, but he's in a black community, saying the N-word and everything, and then he marries an Arabic woman. So for us, it's like a slap in the face. It's like you made all this money off of us, and then you poured it right back into the Arabic community, pretty much. Like you was just pimping our culture the whole time. You don't even like us, probably. You just know it's a come up on money. You know what I'm saying? But we've accepted him because we thought he was Hispanic, and the black community really accepts Hispanic people a lot. So that's an example. Like if you're gonna be a part of our culture like that, we don't want you just being a part. We want you to actually be with us. Like if you're gonna be a part of our culture, we want you to side with us, be allies with us. Well, at least how I feel. I want you to, you know what I'm saying, marry into the family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now you're a part of the struggle. Now you have a black kid. Now you know what it's like. You understand what it's like. If you're gonna be that much a part of the culture, then be really in the culture for real and be with us. Be a part of the family, have children with us, all type of stuff. Other than that, then get out. Why would you be in our culture? I wouldn't do that to the Asian culture. I wouldn't do that if I didn't really want to be married into the Asian, if I didn't really want to be with an Asian woman and be a part of the culture and be a part around the guys and stuff and be one of them, why am I in their culture in the first place? That's all I'm saying.
Our hair is not built for that.
Even though y'all hair is not built for that, if Asian woman is truly a part of our culture for real, she's truly an ally with the black community. I don't care what hairstyle she wears, honestly, because to me, you're black. Personally, to me, if you really are ally and you really with us and you really want to be a part of our culture, you black to me. You know what I'm saying? And we accept you. I mean, and I accept you. There are other black people who feel the same way as me about that.
I would love to have cornrows or blah 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 blah, but not for me. Now, why does it seem like there's a lot of conversation around black cultural appropriation, but not Asian cultural appropriation? This one's more simple to break down, in my opinion. One of the biggest dilemmas that I've experienced growing up was my cultural identity. I'm sure a lot of Asians have felt that way or can agree with that statement, so when we see our culture being celebrated by somebody else, we invite it. Of course, until it gets disrespectful. But I do understand why black people are very protective of their culture within America. We simply don't have the same history as African Americans and how America treated black Americans. Yes, although the government has acted against Asians, it's not nearly as brutal or as cruel as black Americans have been treated. From my experience and my understanding, black people are very protective of their culture because they've been stripped from it, time and time again. It's more like, what's mine is mine and what's yours is yours, and you better stay in your lane. Let me know what you think.
That's that. I mean, whew. This guy must have got some black friends or something. He must have some black friends because I don't know how he even knew all that, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, for us it's personal because it seems like everybody just loves our culture. You know, it's almost like somebody that's using you. It's like they seem like they like you and stuff, and then they turn on you. It's like they use you for what you got, your resources for everything, and you know what I'm saying, culturally speaking and stuff. You know, doing the same dances and getting rich off of us, and you know what I'm saying, laughing at us. You know, laughing at being with us. But then it's like they really, down the line you realize like y'all at the end of the day is like I don't care about y'all. Y'all not they're not us. And we notices that, you know what I'm saying? Well, I know particularly white people and Hispanic people in my experience have done that. I don't know about really Asian culture like that. I don't really. I'm just more so learning about the Asian culture in relation to blacks, and he kind of helped me with that.